Tonight's true scary stories comes from a mother who thought Friday movie nights were her family's safest tradition, until she discovered the children's film had been waiting 30 years to choose them back. Because what Sarah believed was harmless family entertainment was actually a recruitment video, and her family had just volunteered. Sarah had always prided herself on being the perfect mother. Every Friday at 7 o'clock sharp, she created what her 13-year-old twins called the best night of the week. Movie night.
Marcus, Maya, come on down. Popcorn's ready.
The ritual was always the same. Sarah would make a massive bowl of buttered popcorn, dim the living room lights, and settle onto the couch with one twin on either side of her. Usually, they watched whatever the children wanted.
What are we watching tonight, my little movie critics?
Can we please watch something different, Mom? We've seen all the superhero movies like 100 times.
Yeah. Can we watch something you used to watch when you were little?
Sarah smiled at their request. Her children were exceptionally polite for 13-year-old, and she rarely said no to them. This was her mistake.
Well, there is one movie I remember loving when I was your age. It's called The Watchers.
Sarah remembered the old film fondly. A charming story about children who discover they can see helpful spirits that protect families. Or at least, that's how she remembered it.
That sounds cool. Are there scary parts?
Oh no, sweetheart. Just friendly spirits who watch over children to keep them safe.
Sarah found the movie in her old collection. The DVD case was worn and faded, but the title was still visible. The Watchers, Keep Your Family Close. She should have read the fine print on the back, but parents often see what they want to see. The movie began innocently enough. A family in a cozy house, children playing, parents smiling. But within the first 30 minutes, Sarah realized her memory had betrayed her. The spirits in the movie weren't protectors. They were watchers in the most sinister sense. Entities that attached themselves to families, observing, learning, waiting.
Maybe we should switch to something else.
No, Mom. This is getting good. Look, the spirits are trying to help the family.
But Sarah could see what her children couldn't. The spirits weren't helping. They were studying the family's routines, their fears, their weaknesses. The movie ended with what seemed like a happy conclusion. The family lived safely under the protection of their watchers. Sarah tucked her children into bed, but something felt different.
Sweet dreams, you two. I love you.
Mom, who are those people standing in the corner?
Sarah's blood turned cold. She looked to the corner where Maya was pointing. Nothing was there.
What people, sweetheart?
The ones from the movie. They're just watching us.
Sarah forced a smile, but her hands were shaking.
It's just your imagination from the movie. Close your eyes and think about happy things.
But as she left their room, Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that something had followed them home. Something that had been waiting for an invitation. Over the next few days, the children's behavior changed. They would stop mid-conversation and stare at empty spaces. They whispered to corners where no one stood.
They say they've been waiting for us to notice them.
Who says that, Maya?
Our watchers. They've been here for a while, but now they can show themselves because we know about them.
Sarah checked the search history on the family iPad. Her heart nearly stopped at what she found. How to communicate with watchers. What do watchers want from families? Signs that watchers have chosen your family. The children weren't searching for these things. The browser history showed the searches happening while they were at school, while Sarah was at work. But as Sarah stared at the screen, new search queries began appearing in real time. How to make families stay forever. What to do when parents resist. Sarah wasn't typing, but the searches continued, letter by letter, as if invisible fingers were working the keyboard. That night, Sarah decided to address the situation directly.
Marcus, Maya, I need you both to stop pretending about these watchers. It's just a movie.
We're not pretending, Mom. They're right behind you.
Sarah slowly turned around. The living room was empty, but something felt wrong. The air was too cold. The shadows were too deep.
They want to know why you're trying to make us ignore them.
Because they're not real.
The temperature in the room dropped 10 degrees in an instant. The television turned on by itself, displaying static. And through the static, Sarah could see shapes. Tall, thin figures with 2 long arms and faces that weren't quite human.
They say you invited them in when you showed us the movie.
They say families who watch the movie become part of their collection.
Sarah grabbed both children and backed toward the front door.
We're leaving. Right now.
But the front door wouldn't open. The handle turned, but something was holding it shut from the outside.
The windows. We'll go through the windows.
But every window was sealed shut, as if the frames had fused together. Sarah grabbed her phone to call 911. No signal. The screen showed only static. The landline was dead. The internet was down. They weren't just trapped in their house. They were trapped in a house that was no longer entirely in their world.
They don't want us to leave, Mom. They've been watching other families for so long, but we're special.
We can see them clearly. That doesn't happen very often.
The shapes in the television static were becoming clearer. More defined. More real. A voice came from the television. Not electronic, but somehow broadcast through the static. Multiple voices speaking as one.
The children see us clearly. This is rare. This is valuable.
What do you want?
What we have always wanted. To watch. To learn. To collect what we observe.
Sarah looked at her children. They were standing calmly, as if this was the most natural thing in the world.
They say we can all be together, forever.
We just have to invite them in properly.
The movie was an invitation, but incomplete. Say the words, and we become part of your family.
And if I refuse?
Then we take what we need. Starting with the children who can see us so well.
No. I won't say anything. You can't force me.
Observe.
Marcus and Maya began walking toward the television. Not walking, gliding. Their feet weren't touching the ground.
Stop. Don't touch them.
But her children kept moving, drawn toward the static-filled screen.
It's okay, Mom. We want to go with them. They've shown us what forever looks like. It's beautiful.
Sarah realized the watchers didn't need her permission. They had already chosen her children. The words were just a formality. A way to make her complicit in her own family's transformation.
What? What are the words?
We welcome our watchers. We invite you to stay. We give you permission to observe our family forever.
Sarah looked at her children one last time as they were. Innocent. Human. Hers.
We welcome our watchers. We invite you to stay. We give you permission to observe our family forever.
The cold lifted. The static faded. The front door opened easily. But nothing was the same.
Thank you, Mom. Now they can protect us properly.
They're always watching now. We're never alone.
Sarah could see them now too. Tall shadows in her peripheral vision. Shapes that moved when she wasn't looking directly. Watchers who had found their perfect family. The next Friday, Sarah set up movie night as usual. But now they had additional viewers. Silent observers who stood in the corners, learning everything about her family, taking notes on what made them laugh, what made them cry, what made them afraid.
What should we watch tonight?
Our watchers suggest something new, something other families might enjoy.
Sarah looked at the DVD case in Maya's hands. The Watchers, keep your family close. Later, when Sarah tried to research the film online, she found something disturbing. No database contained any record of this movie. No cast information, no production company, no release date. According to the internet, The Watchers had never existed. Yet somehow, it was sitting in her living room. The same movie that had changed everything.
They want us to share it with our friends' families.
Sarah understood now. The Watchers didn't just want to observe one family. They wanted to build a collection. And her family was just the beginning. Some traditions should never begin. But once they start, they have a way of growing, spreading, until everyone becomes part of the tradition. Sarah still hosts movie night every Friday. But now she's not the only one choosing what to watch.